Hello magic makers, welcome back to my channel. I am True and I will be your guide today. This is going to be the monthly overview for Cancer. What's up, Cancer people? I hope you are right and I hope you are excited like me to have a little bit guidance for the month of June. I apologize, it's a little bit late, but I'm starting this YouTube and it's a little bit like I'm quite nervous, I have to say. Well, check your sun, your moon, your Venus and your rising, because probably will not resonate 100%. And if you that do, please leave the comment below, because I always like to hear from you and I love to engage with my people. So you're gonna have over here tarot reading. You're gonna have a little guidance from what's the name, Angels of Romance, sorry, and the Earth Magic and the Universal Message. So let's start. Let's see what is the overall. Alright, you have the King of Wands and you have the Star over here. Which means for me, my Cancer people, I have to say, first of all, you're a water sign, you're sensitive, even if you don't show up, because you can be sharp and you can be really straightforward. Plus, you can have this image that you don't care about anything. Just you care about what the people is around you, what the people you love, then the rest is going to be, doesn't matter. But also you can have another side of the story, that you can become so sensitive and sometimes moody, that the people don't know how to catch you up. So it's a couple of things that we have to have in, in mind under astrology perspective, of course. But when we go to tarot, we're gonna have the stars and we're gonna have the King of Wands. For me, that is a clearly leading of your dreams, because the stars is, first of all, is the sign of Aquarius. Probably you have someone over there or someone close to you to inspire you, or it's your partner, or it's a friend, or it's simple that energy of Aquarius that is all the time for innovate, for create something new, for upgrade, for be the one who like gather more information about something that you like it and then you update it and actualize it. But when we have the King of Wands, that is when it becomes something interesting, because the King of Wands is a fire sign, which means action, which means creativity, kindness, but is a leader. So I do think that these two saying lead your dreams, because the stars is never gonna go something that you actually grab it. It's something that you visualize and you look up. And I guess the message here is stop looking down, probably, or you stop looking to what you don't have and look up to your dreams. Look up what is the next step that you have to do, or look up, because the stars is in the sky. And even if you see over here, it's a water barrier. It's going to be someone who control the emotions in a state level that nothing can stop them or stop it to reach what they really desire. And I think Leo, Sagittarius, I think this is more Leo, is going to be the example of leading, with warmth, with shine. And I have to say, you're a cardinal sign. You lead by the heart. So I do think that this is going to be pretty an amazing reading, because it's going to touch a lot your desires, or not even just your desires, probably is something that you always wanted to have. I don't know, let me see where's in the heart of the matter, and I have it over here. Whoa, the Tower. Alright, okay, so you literally have a change, but a destroyed change, like a painful change. I don't know what actually happened. This can mean a lot of stuff, but you're passing a situation that is quite painful. Not even painful. Is, when the phoenix died and, come back from the ashes, the phoenix actually died, which is in a very painful way. I don't want to scare you. What I try to say is the Tower is a really strong change. It's like going back for 180 change, and it's gonna black white. It's not tone. It's not gonna say, hey, you're gonna have a process of change. No, you're changing from one day to another. And I don't know what actually happened for you to do that change. Let me see what is the challenge. Oh la la, the Death card. Okay, It's couple meanings here. There's couple meanings here. The death card normally do not represent the actually dead. But when it come from a challenge from the tower, or it's not a challenge, it probably is the positive thing that happened for you to make that drastic, radical change. It all depends on how you actually see this change and how you actually see the death card. Because the death card, I have to say, I want to say that someone passed away. Maybe someone passed away. Maybe did, maybe don't. I can't barely say 100%. But I do believe there is something or someone or something gone. And was unexpected. Because when the death card coming across is like something comes from one day to another. And someone like, you know, like crossover and then, you know, someone that you love pass away. Or can be another side of the story, because I have to say it. The death card can say that you say enough is enough. Something happened here that you are done with. I don't know what exactly it is. It's a general message, which makes me really scatter sometimes. But I do know that it's something that's gonna make you a better person than you are. That is hard. I think it's quite painful for you right now, but you are letting go, or you have to let it go, because the death card is a bless if you take it in that way, because what it's going to do, it's, you know, clean the air, move it, you know, take the next phase, and is everything related with your own change. And also this can be as well how people see you, or how destroyed you are being for this lost. And it's not just only a lost. I do think that this is more a choice, if this is another side of the story, which you say, okay, enough is enough. Maybe it's a heartbreak, maybe it's a relationship that cut out. Maybe you have to say, okay, I can't be with this toxic relationship anymore. Like, even if I love commitment and I love to be with another people in relationships and all that stuff, don't matter. I love myself more, so I have to end up this relationship. And it's painful. It's really painful. I hope that I make a mistake, but I'm gonna leave it here, because we never know. Let me see why. Because you get a balance. Your subconscious is asking you for a balance. You know what happened with Cancer, and I love them, but on the same time, and they push so much, and they go through to so much emotions that you have no idea, and they are quiet. Like, they return to their cocoon. They don't talk too much when they ain't hurt, and sometimes they you know, they burn out. They give a lot, because thinking about Cancer, you are, you know, a moon child. And what the moon does is rule the emotions, and you are the child of the emotions. Even if you are new this and you started to have these emotions really roughly, you know more than anyone in a natural way. It's absolutely natural from you, you know. So when you have Temperance and you have a here subconscious, we have to say this is Sagittarius. This is going to be the root of belief. This is what do you need to be more often in your head. It's just unconscious. It's asking you literally to do this question, not this change, because it's necessary for your future, for have a balance. Let me see what is in your front of mind. What is in the front? Judgment. Yeah, you took your time. Like, you took your time. You took your time to say, okay, this is right, this is wrong, but I'm gonna do whatever I'm going to do now, and I'm suffering this tower right now because I lost someone. I knew that this person probably was ill or something, but or was suddenly happening, or this mindset that I'm having is destroying my life was time. And I think this is something that you've been thinking, but even if you think about it, the time was right. What I'm trying to say is, even if you feel pain because this person gone, or even if you feel, you know, loss or whatever that happened for you in this relationship here, it's time. Unfortunately, wasn't something that you can control of, so it is time to let go. It's time to move out. It's time to assume, embrace, and understand. I know it's hard to say that, and I apologize up front just in case, but if you have this mindset, or you have this scatter, or you have this self-talk which is not helping you most of the time, you have to. And I think you're in correct time. It's something that you've been having in the front of your head. It's something that you say, okay, I have to. I don't have another option. I have to. Even if someone that you really, really love, like, pass away, or, you know, go to a better life, or something happen in your community, or something happen in your family, who is making that tower to break down. Don't think that you should be doing this before, or you should change, or, you know, this situation shouldn't affect you in that way. The time is right. You know what I mean? Like, the time is right. Don't think that is not right for you, or don't blame yourself, and either, you know, question your emotions, because it's not time for it right now. You are learning a lesson to let go, and you have, you know, a too big major arcana in the beginning, which is more strong than anyone else, than any card, the king, or, you know, you have not two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see this one. This is not a major arcana, thanks God, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4 already major arcana. You was been fighting, you know, and it's recently you was been having quite frustrated time. Like, you couldn't cope your emotions with your action. You couldn't cope, you know, to carry on your routine, or to carry on what you're doing, or your creations, or your thoughts, or your ideas, or anything. You couldn't keep doing the things you used to doing because of this change. So you are in the inner conflict. I do think it's not even a super conflict. It's something that, you know, like, when you how can I explain this? The 5 of Wands, it's a little bit, you know, when you, instead to get mad and angry, you're like a little upset. So you get a little frustrated, and you get like this situation to say, I don't understand it, why, you know, what, I can't control my emotions right now, why it's so deep, why it's so painful, what's the change? You are peeling off. And this situation is teaching you stuff that you probably are being through before, but this person was different, who probably teach you different things. Or in the situation you are being in a toxic relationship, you say, okay, this situation taught me and is teaching me to love myself first, no matter what. So many things that I can speak about. Please just take it what is resonate for you, because I don't have exactly the words. It's something that you lost, and really, really hard matter, which is destroying part of who you are, to recreate as someone is much better, or someone is more stronger. Of course, it's your choice. Sometimes we don't choose, and we'll just drive it down for our emotions, and we don't have a peace in our mind. Is because we drive our emotions through, you know, and let it go, and our mind go run with it. That's what Cancer sometimes happen, and I understand them, because I have a little bit Cancer in my chart, and I don't blame them. It's sometimes really difficult to logically control the emotion, but once you detach and you look a little bit on the star and start to look down and drag it in, just lead to look up and detach yourself, be the leader, because you're the leader, you're a cardinal sign. So don't tell me you know, but let me see the near future. There you go, King of Swords. You have 2 ways of here to say you got someone near. There is Gemini, there's Libra, is Aquarius, is someone who is really good at words, really someone who expresses itself or themselves in a really good manner, someone who is a leader as well, and I don't know if this person is gonna help you, but it's a person who knows the truth. And he is sit down with the sword, very patient. When the sword is a symbol of thoughts, communication, information, news. So it can be someone, these three signs as I mentioned, is there to help you out, but it's not, don't pretend that this person is going to be warm, is going to be consoling you, is going to, no, this is not a psychologist, I have to say. This is going to be the person who's going to tell you the truth, cruel as it is. So if you have someone who go directly to the point and talk to you straight away, it's because probably what you need to hear is, you know, what this person need to say is something that you need to hear. Because it's not reverse. I don't think that is, you know, have a bad intentions or anything. I do not think so. But is someone is gonna come soon to probably, you know, go straight to the point, quite sharp, to tell you, hey, this change over here, whatever that happened, yes, it happened, but you have to move on. And you have to carry on, you have to build up from here. Because you can stay here forever. And I know that because this is a really big painful, this Pluto and Pluto. So imagine, we have a double Pluto here, you have not even, oh my god, not even say anything. You have a transformational stage which can be really painful. And Cancer, when they are painful, they shut themselves. So what they try to say in King of Swords that's going to be the near future is, or you have to be the one who control your thoughts. You have to be the one who say, okay, I have to train my mind and my thoughts. If not, I'm going to try crazy. If not, I'm going to be here forever. Because I know, if I keep driving on and going circle, I will be here forever. So for what I'm trying to say is, if you have someone who actually is giving you quiet slaps in your face to say, wake up, hey, it's no time to waste and, you know, to think about too much in this painful. Yes, we have to remember the goods. We have to remember how this person is, or we have to remember us, our self-love, why we get out of this relationship, why this change is coming, why my life has to be a change that I want to make it. It's a big change. Something have to die. You like it or not. Something have to die. It can be a thought, can be a memory, can be experience, can be something that, and I'm not saying die to like you clean it out and that's it, or to let go. Because what I feel here, and I feel my fingertips, is a lot of grief, sadness. You don't understand that. You are quite like, what the heck is going on here? So that's why you are in the Five of Wands. Probably you can stay for more longer to like roughly it's upset up and down to say what's going on here. But thinking about this too, you have the Temperance and you have the Judgment. These two is telling you the balance was absolutely on time. This happened on time. This not happened late, and this is something that you need to know. If it's time to cut up everything what no longer serve you. Go directly to the point. Take what is good. Take the extraction and let the rest go. And that's what the King of Swords say. That's my opinion. The King of Swords is a really good man, but is, you know, it's just straightforward. He's not gonna lose the time to go and you know, to go and hanging around with emotions and distractions. No, he's gonna go straight to the point. Say, okay, this is making me suffer. This is not make me good. I cut out. I need to go to the next step. And he's a leader. So you have two different leaders. You have a king and warm, but you have the King of Swords who's gonna fight, and it's gonna fight for love, but in a quiet, really dry way, in a quiet, really cold way. So don't, you know, don't get that the King of Swords is going to hurt you. What he tried to do is more protect you from your own internal emotional state, which can sometimes really be intense, similar to Scorpio, okay? Oh, Scorpio is more intense, but you know what I'm trying to say. Let me see what is the advice. The Nine of Cups. Look how beautiful is this. This is going to be cups, is a invitation of new emotions. And it's an invitation to touch your emotions in a different way. How I can say that? Let me see. The Nine of Cups is sometimes a sign that you will encounter someone that probably will be your other half. But here, I do not see that is encounter another half. What I do see here is encounter yourself in a different state of mind, or a different state of experience of yourself, of the journey of self, of the journey of self-creation, okay? Because the Nine of Cups is gonna come, you know, he's walking, and if you see, I don't want to scare you, but the Death and the Knight have two different things, or it's really similar anyway. The only thing is that someone is died, but it's really similar. You see the movement, they carry on something. Okay, this is an exchange. You come over here, you leave something, and you grab something new. You know what I mean? So the advice, and I think it's because I'm not gonna go to symbolism really harder, but it's, you know, cup, new emotions, it's a new way to see stuff and experiment the other side of the pain. There is absolutely something that I can't say that I mastered yet, but I totally understand that people need more time than others to, you know, for whatever transformational, painful transformation that they have to do, they need to take the time. What is this Nine Cup is inviting you to do? It's take that emotions in a positive way and transform them. And probably not even transform it. What it's trying to do is, hey, I have a new emotions for you. Do you have time to let go? Do you have time to get rid and you know, die and let go the image of painful image of this person have for you, or someone that you beloved one that gone and, you know, and pass a rest on glory, you know. I think it's a new ways that you can have an encounter with emotions instead to do it, you know, in these habits that you have all the time. I think it's nice for you to detach and probably help you in that matter, you know what I mean. But let me see what is all the people which are going with it. Four of Pentacles. People are seeing you quite stiff. And it's not people, the environment. It's just stiff, it's tight, it's don't let you move, it's don't make you trust, you are saying, okay, I have what I need, that's it, don't talk to me anymore. It's, you're pushing away people, so this, or you are pushing away people, or you feel that you can't trust people. And this is absolutely, you know, normal, like, normal. And I feel super identified with this reading right now, and I can't say anything else. I totally understand this. We feel in an absolute environment where, you know, we have so many limitations and we have to be tight. We have to, you know, to get things very closer. But this is saying closer to your heart, closer to your soul, closer with, you know, with who you are. And that's probably is the environment, or was how the people see you and perceive you. And you know what? If you're doing this freaking change, and it's hard for you, girl, boy, man, woman, good for you, because sometimes this is the perfect cocoon that I was talking to you, like you come back to a shell. This is your shell. Where's the hopes and fears? Okay, we have here the Emperor. We was talking about the shell, we was closed. Okay, you have this energy, you close up. What do you think you're going to do when you are in the shell? You're not moving. You're not progressing. You're literally healing and stopping everything, which is good. But you can be or afraid, or you have a hope that someone make you move, that this is not going to happen. I have to say, the moves come from you, not from someone else. Someone can invite you to do it. But if you're waiting, you're can be in the shell forever. This is Emperor is the Aries energy, which say you have to move the things from the self. So you have to be the promoter, you have to be the proctor, you have to be the pioneer, the person who start the shard, the spark. And for whatever reason, or if you are so afraid to make the first step, you should jump to this energy. Just check a little bit of Aries energy, check a little bit of Aries definition. They are warriors, they are going to themselves and they fight for themselves. Even if they're gonna, you know, protect around the people, but they do it because they know how much they are, and they know, how I can say, they believe so much in what they are. that they fight whatever there's going to be in the front. They don't care. And also they don't think twice. They're quite risky. So, look, if you're in a big transformation right now, which is not a bad thing, but it's not a pleasant one, you can take your time, which it's absolutely necessary for a human being to recover, to heal. But don't stay there forever thinking that something or someone or the spirit will come and, you know, rip it off and help you out. Please, you know, come back to the reality, because your emotions can play around with you. And you say, okay, I'm gonna give this much time to do, you know, this, to understand this transformation, to understand this slap in my face, to understand that my life cannot happen, cannot carry on like this at all. I need to do something, or whatever that happened destroy me right now, I can get rid of it and I can build something new. Because even if I am destroyed, I can build something new. You have to jump into the initiation, right? Because you have to jump into the first step. You have to get out of the shell. You have to open up. You have to talk. You have to do a lot of stuff, right? Not now. What I'm trying to say with you is that start something and, you know, jump into the Emperor energy is afraid, because it's intense and it's a major arcana. And if you see, the major arcana is most of the time to pushing you to do something, and this is already happening, and it's telling you for sure that it's something that must happen, that you have to look up, but it's telling you make an action though, because this is your terrible fear, you know. And you are a cardinal, as I said. You know direction, you know where you carry on. Lead by a heart is something that you have like a flag, and I see it in so many people, and I have a lot of Cancer friends, I have to tell you. But honey, my lovely darling, Emperor, start to plan, start to think, start to detach or separate a little bit the intense emotions to a goal, to look to the star, to start to, you know, to put the heads up, the chin up. Let me see the outcome though. The Queen of Wands. Come on. That's a really nice one. Look, for the combination between, you know, the star and, for example, to do a little bit of Emperor, and then you have a little bit of a King of Wands, and you have everything blended. At the end, you will feel like a queen, because you are looking up, you are living your life, and you're making an action. Queen of Wands, it's magical, it's a really magical, it's Leo energy, and I absolutely adore this card. You can have friends that can Leo, hi, and can help you out, because they are, you know, they are super sparky, they they can jump around, they make jokes, they try to shake it off, they are chatty, and they are very protective, which can help you to this progress and transformation that you have, you know. And the Queen of Wands is probably someone that is around you who literally is going to help you a lot. But if it's telling you an outcome, this is something you are going to get. You're going to vision yourself probably as a queen at the end. And Queen of Wands is warm, protector. It's like a teacher, I can say. It's like instructor. It's the person who like to be vocal, to like to educate. And I do think you kind of becomes this woman over here. And it's not a woman, this feminine energy, this nurturing internal energy, which makes that you are gonna care about yourself, your self-love, your, you know, not indulging, but you're gonna educate yourself so big in an emotional state, and you're gonna be logical state, in the mindset that you're gonna connect that to in a really nice way that probably will be also creative. I do think that's a really good like outcome, because you will be absolutely emerging from a situation that's unpleasant, or a situation that make you, you know, that make you literally put you down, from a situation that you say, how I'm gonna overcome all of this as a Queen of Wands, which is all about knowledge, trying, experimenting, creating, but it's super educational way. And if you see the lioness, if you see, you know, the female lion in the savannah, you will see that she is most of the time protected. The cups is she is looking for, hunt, and she's looking for family. She connect people, she put a glue, and this is something very similar between you and Leo. Cancer and Leo, that similarity about family, they love it. So what I'm trying to say is, even don't be afraid to pray, to ask God to, to go spiritual journey. We have the black cat as well. And we have prosperity, which is going to be the sunflower. The black cat can say a lot of wisdom as well. You used to say for witch. But, there's going to be symbolism, but you have a Leo energy. And Leo energy is warmth. It's tell you about self-centered. It's tell you to care about yourself, educate, and and share with others as well. It's very warming. It's very friendly card. I do think you're gonna get out of this situation at some point in a really positive way. Let me see what is in the love card. Why? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing joy. Sing with joy, sorry. Well, let me tell you something. If you're already in a relationship and you're having this painful thingy and painful situation, and you're already in a good relationship, for example, or you are in the just relationship with someone, don't be afraid, because passion drives really good when you allow it. And when you feel bad for something, or you feel pain for something, you really don't want to get another emotion involved. But love is the best thing that you can do and that you can have during rough times. So if you're in a relationship right now, don't feel bad if you feel passionate, if you feel more attached to your, more dependable of your partner. You're in totally right to be, and relationship have to be the take and give and take. So it's a time for balance. So let your passion drive it, and let your, the energy flow. If you are not in a relationship and this is going to be an internal change, probably you will feel that Venus energy and that Mars is squaring with Venus. There is a sexual energy quite more tangible than another time. So, but remember, be really careful, because you're already having like a big internal change. The rest that you wanted is messed up with your emotions. The less that you wanted is have more in your plate. So if you're in a relationship, that's good, let your passion drive. But if you're in time and single, you're gonna have the passion, you're gonna have that kind of hunger thing in the ether. Be careful, because you're in an emotional state right now really high, and you're gonna put more emotion in your plate, and you're gonna be overwhelmed, or you're gonna be absolutely burning out. Be really careful about it. Let me see what's saying on the earth. Blessings. Look, we never gonna like to have change. We never gonna like, never. You can be excited for a change, you can be not liking a change, but this type of change, which is an explosion and change from one day to another, you have to build from zero, and what you're going to do now, you have to think fast. No one's like it, but you are blessed, which means that this situation that happened right now, or whatever that happened, is a blessed. For the person probably who goes because the soul is not connected with the body anymore, or because you are already having that kind of internal relationship or internal mindset that is no longer helping, is not achieving, is not letting you the good things that you wanted, and also is provoking you quiet being paranoia, because you don't get what you wanted, and because your actions are not towards what you wanted, and create that kind of loop of over worrying, so then nothing happened, and you will become frustrated forever in life. So you have to be really careful when your thoughts going. As I said in the beginning, it's good for you to have a little bit step out for emotions one way, because it can becomes really overpowering and take all the actions, mental state, thoughts, and can blend to each other. Remember that you are not your thoughts and you are not your emotions. You always can adjust it. Well, sometimes we can't, we let it go, but this is not something that we have to carry on in a loop over and over again. Let me see what is in the universal message. Say attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. And that is so simple that say, if you need a help, open up. Stop being in the shell. If you are suffering, open your mouth and can say everything. Even if you try to do a separation, you have passion, you have someone that is caring about you right now. Even if it's not a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or it's not like a love relationship, you have someone who cares about you. And it shows you our kind of passion that it can care about you. But then you have here a big message to say, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So you are not here to create friction. You are here to connect and create family, right? Because it's your moon child. It's what is deep in you. You enjoy a lot community, family connection. You love it. Like you live for it. But don't isolate yourself from it. Don't isolate from the people who care about you. Don't isolate about the love that, the lover, the boyfriend, the person who's there for you. Because you are in pain. Show up that pain. Show up. I know it's scary, I know that. Oh, I'm the first person, I know that. But if you carry on like this, you only are asking for separation. And the people sometimes can get the idea, he can get the, the message that you say sending help, but sometimes will not. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Cancer, I know, and I know a lot of people like you. I have a Cancer in my chart. As I said, I can understand 100%. The show of vulnerability is super hard for you, and I totally get it. But we have to, and you have to learn to show up to the people who care about you, because you don't want to be alone. You want to create good relationship. You want to create good connections. So just open up and remember, the shell is not there forever. You have to go out at some point, okay? So that's the reading for the overview for 2020, the June, for my Cancer family. I hope that you're gonna like it. I hope this is beneficial for you, to empower you, to help you out, to kick whatever you need to kick and put yourself back on track. So thank you so much, guys. Please subscribe, like, share. I hope to see more subscribers soon. I'm new in this YouTube, if you can see. But please follow me on Instagram as well. I put it all the way in the corner. You will check more videos that I have at the end. Thank you so much to stay all along. And see you in the next episode. Bye bye, guys.